For this month.
Was that good or bad?
Hey Pisces, how are you guys doing? We are finishing up the full moon in Scorpio reading here for y'all. This is a very basic 3-card reading. It's for any full moon. It's not for any specific full moon, Pisces. So this is just I felt compelled to do one for the full moon in Scorpio because maybe A, I'm a Scorpio, and B, I just want to try to do different things for the channel. So, Pisces, this is a quick 3-card spread, and as always, take what resonates for you guys, leave what doesn't. This is for Pisces Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, and yeah, just like I said, take the messages that resonate for you guys and leave what doesn't, because they may or may not be for you, okay? So the first card out, Pisces, is Illumination. What do you no longer need to keep secret in your life? Oh, one more thing. I'm using the Wicked deck by Sally Morningstar. I usually don't use this deck for a whole lot of different readings because it's very specific. I'm watching my daughter in the water, by the way, if you see my eyes keep averting. So I'm sorry, I forgot where I was because my daughter, I had to pause for a second. You all know about her by now. Oh, Illumination. So the first position is Illumination. During this lunar cycle, what is something that you no longer need to keep hidden? In a bathing suit, not clothes. What is something you no longer need to keep hidden, Pisces? What's something that you no longer need to keep a secret? So the second position is Release. What is something that you need to let go of during this lunar phase? And the third position is what is about to emerge in your life, okay? So let's see what's going on for Pisces. This is for the full moon in Scorpio video. Yes, it was 2 days ago, but it is technically still in the waning stage. Awesome. A lot of people have been getting this card. So Pisces, what you no longer need to hide is Wizard. And this is about spiritual impeccability. And, it's a very interesting card. It's one of my favorite in the deck. What do you need to release? What's this Pisces need to release? Oh, whoa. Okay. Interesting. Huh. So what do you need to release? Aradia. This is the first card out of the deck. The keyword is heritage. I feel like saying to you, Pisces, that you need to, maybe if some of you are upset, and this is not the interpretation of the card, but I feel like saying to some of you, if some of you are upset over disputes with the family and with your heritage, with your bloodline, that maybe it's time to let some of that go for a little while and just go with the flow. But we will see the interpretation of the card and how it applies.
How I do it, Mommy.
Awesome. All right, and third card jumped right out. What is about to emerge in your life? This is Chalice and fertility. Okay, and the bottom of the deck is Athame, Commander of Power. All right, so a lot of people are getting similar cards. So this moon phase must be very similar for a lot of people. For myself, it was very nostalgic feeling and emotional, but I am a Scorpio water sign. So, all right, Pisces. So what do you no longer need to keep hidden in your life? What do you no longer need to hide from yourself or others is Wizard. These cards are not read in reverse, so there's a high note and a low note of vibration I read at the end, and you kind of ascertain on that energetic spectrum where you are. And so here we go. Wizard. The vibration is of the spirit. The keywords are self-importance, impeccability, and egotism. So this is something you no longer need to hide. Wizard reveals that you have the potential to be charismatic and influential at this time, but beware, for Wizard carries a cautionary note. Are you being used, or are you using someone? When you find that you are in a position of authority, control, or influence, ensure that your powers are being used for the greater good and not for personal prestige or gain, Pisces, okay? Don't be tempted by ego. Impeccability is essential if one is to retain magical or spiritual gifts. Current circumstances may be a test to see just how much spiritual wisdom you deserve to carry. Move with integrity, or move forward with integrity, rather. And the high note on the page is actions taken now Wields actions taken now wield powerful results. And the low note is more ego, less spirit, challenge, self-importance, okay? All right, so Pisces, right now I feel like definitely this is telling you that you no longer need to hide okay, Pisces, I'm a fellow water sign, so I feel like I can say this to you without coming off rude. No longer hide, your assertiveness. Also, I feel like it's telling you to no longer hide the fact that you, like all of us, have gifts. It's just if we choose to acknowledge them and how we choose to use them is super important. So Pisces, remember that, and remember that if your current circumstance seems to be especially tough, that most likely it is a test in your life to see if you pass or fail, and see if you are going to walk the high road or take the road less traveled, let's say. The second card is what you need to release, which is Aradia and Heritage. This is very interesting. I want to see how this plays out. Okay, so Heritage is the keyword. The vibration that this card works with is the crown chakra, and the keywords are birthright, heritage, and celestial guidance. The meaning of this card is now is the time to claim your birthright, to claim your true self. You are being guided by celestial beings and earthly circumstances toward the embodiment of your highest potential. Your efforts are being acknowledged by high spiritual powers, encouraging you to continue your quest for personal enlightenment. Believe in yourself and what you're here to do. You will receive all the help that you need. Claim your power. Stand alone for a while. If necessary, you will not be alone for long. It's time to change yourself and let the reflections coming back to you change too. The high note is claim your birthright, and the low note is review personal opinions and beliefs. Pisces, immediately while I was reading this to you, what you need to let go about that is the feeling that you can't be yourself. This is very important. I feel like there is there is a global shift happening in consciousness, and if you feel uncomfortable being who you are around the people that you're with, well, maybe you should change the people that you're with. Maybe you should release and let go the people that are not going to accept you for you, Pisces, because if you're stepping into your personal power right now...
Welcome. There is love. There is faith.
There is love here.
There is love. There is
Pisces.
love.
Okay, Pisces, so I definitely feel like this is about you guys and, what you need to release. It's kind of like the opposite of what's saying. It's saying that right now you guys are stepping into your personal power and, claiming your birthright, claiming your authentic selves. So to me, it is telling you to release any feelings against that natural process, or any people that are not in step with what is good for you, anyone that has ill intent towards you, or just anyone that is a fucking naysayer that doesn't, that they are displeased with themselves and they just want to hate on you, Pisces. We are sensitive people, so we always take everything people say to heart. That also, I believe, is really time for all of us collectively to work on to let go.
I will make some magic tricks for you.
Okay, so in Pisces, finally, oh look, there's a fish on the card. How cute is that? This is Chalice. This is what's getting ready to emerge in your life, and it's Chalice and fertility. And that could be fertility. Oh, let me show you the whole card because it's actually very beautiful. I love this deck. It actually could be not, yes, it could be physical fertility, but this could also be about creative fertility, giving birth to an idea, to a new concept, and things like that. So this is what is getting ready to emerge into your life, Pisces. The vibration that it works with is the sacral chakra. The keywords are fertility, healing, and harmony. And this is the meaning. So Chalice indicates that this is the time to go with the flow. Okay, so I don't know about you guys, Pisces, but if you say go with the flow to a Scorpio, it's like, call me a fucking salmon. I'm going upstream. I'm going against the flow. I'm trying to break myself of that. But try to go with the flow if you guys have as much of a hard time as, you know, your fellow water sign of Scorpios over here. So again, chalice indicates that this is time to go with the flow, to experience your cup being filled with the gifts that water brings. This may well be an emotionally charged time, this may be an emotionally charged time, a time of intensity of feelings, but as a healing card, chalice suggests that now is the time to let flow the life of water over your emotions to prepare the ground for fertility and growth. Consider what is contained within the vessel of your being and how you can best heal yourself and others around you. Take note of your dreams and listen to the water. This is a positive card to receive if you're curious about a new project, boom, see what I said, a relationship, or situations involving a child. So the high note is you are a vessel for divine grace to fill, and the low note is embody what you would like to become. Pisces, so this card is telling me this is preparing you. What is emerging in your life is this card is telling. Oh my gosh, this card is telling you that you need to be more adaptable and flexible because big changes are coming for you, Pisces, and you need to be able to be more fluent with it and go with it, especially if this is what some of you have been wanting but just necessarily didn't have the courage to do it. I want to say, Pisces, some of you may in fact be nurturing a creative project, and so this is telling you with what you no longer need to hide is, you know, your courage, your coming out, your charisma, your potential for good things, you know, letting go of anyone who is not in step with who you are as a person and being your authentic self, you know, and getting ready to emerge in your life is the vibe to go with the flow, because a lot of things are probably going to change quite fast, and we need to be more adaptable when things like that happen. It's just easier that way, you know. The bottom of the deck, I like to read. It's either a different message, but usually it will tie up the reading. This is Athame, and it's the commander of power, okay? So this tells, I get the feeling that a lot of you Pisces are going to be a lot more assertive than you naturally are. Pisces I look at as the gentlest of the water. Even though we're all very sensitive and emotional, you Pisces are the sweetest and gentlest of the water element. So I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be getting in the driver's seat, if you will, and, you know, showing people who you are and that you will not be walked on anymore. Okay, so this works with the solar plexus chakra, which hence is your confidence, your willpower. The keywords are empowerment, direction, and boundaries. Pisces, we all need to work on our boundaries because people will just walk the hell all over us if we don't, you know what I mean? Athame is directing you to move out into the world with confidence and assurance. What am I saying, you guys? I love this shit. That is what I'm saying. This is gearing you up to know that good things are coming for you. You're changing, you're evolving as a person, and don't be afraid of who you are. Show the people who you are. Show yourself who you are. Be proud of who you are, Pisces. Having first made sure that you are certain of the direction that you wish to take, focus your energies towards your goal now. Let go of those things that disempower you in a present position, like people, like haters. Fuck those people. Seriously, it took me a long time. I always wanted everyone to like me, and I still do. I can be a very gentle person, but you know what? If you're going to talk about me for no reason and have this beef with me for no reason, walk on. I don't need you, because I want to be around people that are positive. You know, that was a very hard shift for me. In Pisces, I feel like a lot of you guys are the same. You're just so gentle. Be secure in the knowledge that you can only become stronger by taking a leap of faith into yourself. Build your strength and check your personal boundaries, and that they are in place and appropriate for requirements. Aspire to create the world you wish to be a part of, for you are protected, Pisces. That's beautiful. The high note is powerful energies protect and guide you, and the low note is boundary issues are highlighted. So some of you may be having issues with boundaries and with being able to say no to people. Wow, that was pretty heavy. I feel really good for you guys, though, Pisces. Honestly, This is the time to own who you are and to show everybody who you are. Pardon me. Pisces, as always, if this is the first time you're stopping by my channel, thank you so much for coming by and checking it out. And for those of you that have been with me for a long time now, or not so long, I've been reading about 6-8 months online. I've been reading for a couple years offline. You know I love you all very much. It warms my heart. All your comments, your likes, your shares, subscribes, when you tell your friends about me, it just makes me feel very blessed, Pisces. You know I love all of you very much. As always, namaste. And then go out and enjoy the weather. It's a beautiful day. Peace.